going to do that. So welcome to Talk of the Town, brought to you by the Chamber of Commerce, Maple Ridge and Pitt Meadows. I'm just going to hit record. And this is our alternative to in-person networking. And we're sharing this out, like I said earlier, via our media channels, YouTube, goes in our newsletter as well. So we're going to get started. Our first presenter is Jenny, and am I saying the last name right? Zhang?
Yeah, it's right.
Close enough. She's the project manager, online marketing consultant with Small Biz Web Design. So welcome. Go ahead, Jenny.
Hi. It's my first time to be in this meeting. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce Small Biz Web Design to the member of chamber. Basically, this is under the owner of this business. We basically provide affordable professional web design as well as the web. So our target clients are small business and also as well as the non-profit organizations. And I would like to tell the Chamber of Commerce that we are currently providing a special promotion to all the small business owners as well as the member of Chamber of Commerce. The promotion is that we will design the website for small business and non-profit organizations for free. You only pay for the hosting, web hosting, which starts from only $25 per month. Only charge for the one-time setup fee. After we design the website for you based on your specific requirements and your online marketing needs, we won't charge that the designing fee, but we charge for the one-time setup fee, which is also pretty small compared to the regular designing fee. Usually right now on the market, usually it costs about, I would say, starting from about $1,500 to $5,000 based on what type of a website you are looking for. In order to help, because as a small business ourselves, we understand in this special period, it will be very difficult for small business or non-profit organizations to offer a big amount of marketing budget at one time. So, but they also, in the meantime, they're also very they are in need of online market tools to help them to develop their online marketing campaigns. So we come up with this promotion so that they don't need to invest a big amount of money at one time. Instead, they just pay for the monthly web hosting fee and plus the one small setup fee. For example, if you are startups or you are has very basic service providing to your clients, you probably only need to start with a 5-page website. You can have like homepage, about us page, service page, testimonials page, contact us page. So 5 pages will be enough for you to start with. We have this we have 8 packages. We design 8 packages. A package for promotion. For this very beginner package, it only costs you $25 per month for the web hosting and one-time setup fee is only $400. So your one-time investment is only $300 a year plus this 400. So basically 300 plus 400 is $700. If you below the starting, it's just starting point for you to have this professional, responsible website to market your business online. So starting the one-time investment for the first year, it will be only $700 a year. So $700 instead of $1,500 for only for the designing fee. We only charge you for the we only charge you for this $400 one-time setup fee plus this $25 per month web hosting fee, which after you design the website, you have to have the hosting in order to run your website online. And in the meantime, I also would like to especially introduce our e-commerce web design. In this COVID-19 pandemic time, some stores won't be able to open their doors. So it's very important for them to have this online store to sell their products. So this e-commerce web design package will help them open their online store. It starts from the $50 per month. The one that the beginner package I just mentioned is for regular business that doesn't need to sell products online. But for the e-commerce web design package is specially designed for people who have a physical product to sell it online, so that they can have an online store. So $50 per month, and one-time setup fee is only $500. So basically $600 per year. If you had $50 per month web hosting, equals to $600 per year for the hosting, plus it's $500 one-time setup fee. So the one-time investment, it will be 600 plus 500, so it's $1,100 for you to have an online store to sell your products. We help in the last a few months. We help quite a few small business like home business that are making chocolate from their garage, and they're making homemade shoes from their home kitchen, and then some they're making the jewelry from home as well. They can so we help them to develop this online store to sell products without opening a store. And we also have a couple of clients who have physical storefront, but they were not able to open the door. So we help them to develop this, create this online store for them as well. All you need to do is to have a PayPal account, business account, to accept your client payment. Your client doesn't need to have PayPal. They can make a payment with their credit cards, and so you receive their money from your PayPal account, and then you can link to your bank account. And after you receive a certain amount of money, you can transfer to your bank account from PayPal. PayPal will charge you 2.9% of your transaction, each transaction. Compared to other credit card companies charging you for the transitioning fee, this PayPal payment is very it's easy to set up and low cost and flexible. So I highly recommend that to our small business clients. Plus, it's very secure. All the transactions will be you'll be completed on your PayPal's website. It's not on your own website, so it's secure. It's very secure. The hosting we provided for our clients, no matter it's e-commerce web design or the regular the brochure style website, is that we provide a managed hosting for you, meaning that we will update your the software. Okay, one thing actually I want to add is that all the websites we design are based on WordPress, which is a very popular open source platform for small business. It's user friendly. It's search engine friendly. It's very easy for small business to upload their products and their content information. And you can also have a blog, business blog on your website. So we highly recommend this WordPress platform for small business and non-profit organizations. So that's basically. Did I miss anything? Anybody have any questions?
Great, thank you, Jenny. Now you mentioned, so what is the time frame usually for setting up, like you said, the basic website, and the time frame for setting up an e-commerce?
Okay, for the basic website, we can finish in 2 weeks. For the e-commerce one, you can finish within 4 weeks. The time frame, actually, how much time does it cost? It mostly depends on how soon you can provide us the test content and pictures that you want to put on your website. So basically, within one month, we can finish it. After
I suppose with the e-commerce, it depends how many products too, right? So
that's right. Also depends on how many products you have. We will upload 10 initial products for you, so that you can see how does it look. We will upload 10 products for you, and we will send you the instructions, step-by-step instructions for you to so that you know how to upload your products and change information on your website by yourself. What else?
We do have another question for you, Jenny, before I know you have to run, so before you go. Can you tell us if your sites are WordPress based?
Yes.
Or do you offer anything else, or are they all generally WordPress based?
All WordPress. It's for the small business, and even for the a little bit like medium size of non-profit organizations, we highly recommend for the WordPress. Our hosting is also included SSL, so which is the secure service pocket. So it's secure enough for small business to run their business online.
Great, thank you, Jenny. I think your video might have froze up there for a bit. Oh, there we go. Okay, any other questions for Jenny as far as small biz web design? Okay, well, we have your contact information. We'll just go up to that slide, make sure we have the correct information there. If anyone has any questions, there's the phone number, the website, and email address for Jenny, also listed on our member directory on the Chamber webpage. So we will let you go. I know you're going off to pick up your son, I believe. So
yes, I had to go. If you guys have any questions, sorry for interruption. If you guys have any questions, feel free to call me, or just go send me email, or can go to our website to look for more information for all this promotion for the details. Thank you for this opportunity, and so thankful for this opportunity. And I will see you guys around.
Yes, you will. Okay, take care, Jenny, and thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so we are going to be moving on now to, oh, we have, just bear with me here, Curtis Pendleton, the Artistic and Executive Director for the ACT Arts Center here in Maple Ridge, just Haney Place, near the Memorial Park. So go ahead, Curtis.
Hi, Flory. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I can't really see anyone, but nice to hear you all. Happy post, pre, in the middle of pandemic. It's been a crazy ride here at the ACT, as I'm sure it has been for everybody. Just a little bit of preamble of what was happening here back in the long time ago of pre-pandemic. The ACT had just released one of its largest seasons in its history. And we were on a track to break all records with attendance here and across all of our programs in the theaters, in our learning programs, and our galleries. And then bang, in March, we got the order, I think it was on March 15th, that we needed to pull our gatherings down to 50 and that we needed to close the building. So we did that. So I can't believe that's been 6 months ago, but here we are, and I'm here to just tell you a little bit about what's happened in the interim 6-month period. So I think that our experience, like many other people's experience of the pandemic, if you work in the public sector like we do, has been a constant series of make a plan to change the plan, because that's what we did probably for the first 8 weeks after our shutdown, was trying to navigate sometimes often contradictory directives coming out of the health authority, trying to figure out how that pertained to us, trying to work out how things were going to happen for us going forward, trying to look into a crystal ball and figure out how long this pandemic was going to last and how that was all going to affect us. So I think the good news from the pandemic is before the pandemic, the ACT was really on a path to have record all-time attendance, and I don't think that's going to go away once we can get back to normal operations. I think there's going to be a real appetite of folks to come back and have a place where they can gather and celebrate each other through the arts, which is what the ACT has always been in Maple Ridge and Pitt Meadows and across our region as well. During the pandemic, we actually have been running lots of programs. There are smaller programs, smaller capacities. Throughout the summer, we ran our kids' summer camps and a few adult classes here, and we continue to do that throughout the fall. We have some very rigorous safety plans in place, including enhanced cleaning and all of the things that come along with the time that we live in right now. All of that's up on our website. We're very lucky that our industry has a sort of mirror industry to WorkSafe called ActSafe that works with theater and the entertainment industry to keep the professionals who are working in this sector safe with the particularities of theater and just consuming arts. So if anybody's interested and you're having trouble sleeping, go on our website and have a look at the safety section. It's quite comprehensive. One of my favorite things with the safety protocol is we purchased I don't even know what this thing is called, but we call it the Ghostbusters machine because it looks like the Ghostbusters machine, but it sprays down our theater every time after its use, so we can completely sanitize all of our theater seats and all of the fabrics within the main stage theater. So that's kind of fun to watch as well. So we had to imagine what our theater would look like in a socially distanced way. And we're really lucky because I like to think of the ACT main stage theater as, I guess, for most people, if you ever wanted to put in that home theater in your house and you just never really had enough room, we have about a 24,000 cubic square space for this to become your living room during the pandemic, and come see some shows. So we've spaced out our theater to be able to sit 50 people very far away from each other. You can see the little green dots are where people sit in our theater when they come to see a show during this time of COVID. We've started running shows just last weekend. We're presenting a whole smaller, compact version of things that we've released just from now until December. We're going to see how things go, and if we're going to add shows in January and in the spring. We're just in a little bit of a holding pattern to see how people's behavior is going to be around COVID. But this is what our theater looks like. We also opened our gallery to its first exhibition since our closure last spring. It's a great exhibition of First Nations weavings that are also accompanied by some cultural background from Islamic traditions as well. And it's a touring show presented by the Vancouver Biennale. And this is the first time a Biennale show has been in our gallery space, and we're really happy to welcome them. But the way that works is it's free, of course, but people can sign up on our website to come at certain times on certain days, and in certain capacities, so that we can manage the capacities in the center at all times. So we have our galleries running, our learning programs running, our theater series running, and we're also open for community use. We have some corporate clients that are coming in and using our great big theater to do some more spaced out and distance presentations. We're having some people doing HR things in there because they don't have the space to do it in their regular offices anymore. So we really feel like we have such a luxury to have a huge amount of space at the ACT that we can welcome lots of different groups in and make sure that everybody is way spaced out, much more than the 3 meters that's recommended, because we have such a beautiful and spacious building. So I can talk a little bit about what's happening in the theater. As I said, last week was our sort of opening event, and we had a few patrons in for our National Theater screenings. The ACT is a site for the National Theater, which, if you don't know, is the National Theater is probably one of the most preeminent theaters, companies and organizations in the world, and it's located in London, England. And they run some broadcast series through Cineplex of staged theater productions that then come across the screen to people all over the world. And last year we were able to work out a partnership with Cineplex to have the ACT become one of those places for the encore productions of the National Theater broadcasts. So last weekend we ran one of those. It all went really well. People were incredibly grateful to be able to come back into a space where they felt safe and well looked after, and to enjoy some arts programming. This next Saturday, we're really excited to welcome the Juno award-winning songstress Jill Barber back to the ACT. She was at the ACT in her very early days, and in the very early days of the ACT as well. She's going to be doing a solo show, just Jill and her guitar and her amazing voice on our stage. And I think we've got maybe 10 pairs of tickets left, and that's it for that, because again, we can only seat 50 for any of these. We've got a few other things. Midsummer Night's Dream, Shakespeare's famous play. We figure in the middle of October, we're going to be longing for the summer that wasn't. And the summer that wasn't, obviously, can happen now on the screen with Midsummer Night's Dream. This is another National Theater encore screening. And then again in October, we've got Michael Kaysammer coming. And if you haven't seen him, he is just an incredible pianist, singer, sort of a Broadway pop kind of guy. He's been here before. He tours all over the place. We're lucky because a lot of the BC artists who usually tour all over Canada and the States, and sometimes in Europe and Asia, are housebound in BC this season. So they're taking advantage of coming back to some of the venues like ours that maybe they don't get to as often as they'd like to in their regular touring schedule. So Michael's one of those. We've got a few other things. Our classical coffee concerts are going to kick off in October too. Those are morning concerts that happen at 10:30 in the morning, and again in our main stage. And there's a couple of them coming up, and coming up in December, we're going to be running several consecutive performances of the second act of the Nutcracker with Ballet Victoria. It's just an hour long. It's kind of a starter Nutcracker designed especially for little kids who might not be able to sit through the whole thing anyway, but still need to have a little bit of Christmas magic in their lives, and can come and see the point at which Clara goes off into her adventure with the prince and meets all sorts of characters and the very famous dances that are associated with that. So we'll be running 5 performances over 2.5 days for 50 seat theaters each in December. And we have some other holiday programming coming up as well at that time. So that's an overview of what's happening at the ACT. It's been a real challenge to figure out how to move forward. Our industry is going to be one of the last to come back fully. We won't be fully operational until back to normal until stage 4 of the provincial stages of COVID. And we don't really know when that's going to happen. It could be in the next 6 months, it could be in the next 12 months. But in the meantime, our mission remains to try to provide the best arts experiences that we can for our community under any circumstances, with safety being our absolute first and most important priority. So that's what's happening at the ACT and what's been happening. The building is not open to the general public. It is only open to people who have registered for programs here, or ticket holders, or invited guests. And the reason for that is that we have to keep very strict control, as do many other public facilities, of how many people are in the building at any given time, just to make sure we keep everybody safe. So we hope that we can welcome lots of people back here under the circumstances that we've put in place to keep everyone safe. There are things going on here. It might not be as apparent as in previous seasons when we had thousands and thousands of people coming through on an annual basis, but we will continue to provide what we can in the safest ways that we can throughout the pandemic. So that's what I wanted to share with you, and I'm happy to take any questions that anybody might have about how things work here, and anything else about the ACT.
Thank you, Curtis. That was great. We're looking forward to, getting this information out too, and we'll, be updating on our member directory and community events as well to make sure that that's getting out for you guys. Did you mention something about the gallery? Was there a program there, or the gallery not being open yet?
No, the gallery's been open since September 12th. It's
okay.
The gallery is usually closed in August and late July, which it was this year again. So the gallery now is featuring an exhibition by the Vancouver Biennale called Threads Through Time, and it's a textiles exhibition. And after that leaves us in mid-October, then the Garibaldi Arts Club will come back into the gallery for their show that was postponed from the spring. So that's the programming that's all up on our website, and you can see how to get into either of those shows, and to see how to get into anything coming up in the main stage theater or to the learning programs as well.
Great. Were there any other questions for Curtis or information you're looking for on the ACT? As she said, you can find everything on the website there. We appreciate the work that you've been putting in. I know, like you said, it's been hard for everybody, but more so for events and that type of thing. What about you had mentioned HR, people coming in and using the space. I know we were looking for a space to do some planning sessions. How is that working? Is there a flat rate, special rate, or it's just all dependent on how many people?
It's dependent on how many people and which space you want to use. We have a rental coordinator that deals with that, and you can find her on the website. It's Landry Davies. And we work with every group to make sure that it's affordable and that it's going to work for what you need now. So yeah, we have actually things happening in the building today, corporate meetings going on that are making use of our space. So if anybody is interested in that, please give us a shout. And we might not have had room for some of that in previous years, but we're happy to make the space available if it helps out any company or organization that needs a space to use.
Thank you. That's great to know, because we do get inquiries on that, so we'll be sure to forward that information on. Any other questions for Curtis? Now, I don't see anything coming through, so we're going to move on to our next presenter. So Brenda Norrie is the Business Relationship Manager for Maple Ridge Community Foundation, doing a lot of great work here for the community. We thank you for being here and for all your work. So go ahead.
Hi there, I'm Brenda, as Flori said. A little bit about the Maple Ridge Community Foundation. Most people know about it, but if not, we hold endowment funds from individuals and families in the community, and the income that we earn from those endowment funds, we grant out to nonprofits in the community every fall. Last year in 2019, we granted out over $60,000 to nonprofits, and since the year 2000, we've granted over $800,000 to nonprofits in our community, and that's in a variety of areas like health and wellness, the arts, the environment, housing, and mental health, and sort of the whole gamut of ways that nonprofits serve our community. And we every year also host a Citizen of the Year awards ceremony. This year, because of the current pandemic and the requirement to socially distance ourselves, it's going to be a virtual event. We have it scheduled for October 24th. However, with the announcement yesterday that the election is going to be the same day, we're not sure whether or not we might postpone it. So that's sort of up in the air. But at the moment, it's scheduled for Saturday, October 24th. Tickets are $100 or $350 for a group of 4. So if 2 couples want to get together or a family of 4 wants to purchase tickets, it's a little bit of a break to purchase 4. That includes a meal. We have a 3-course meal included in that. So an appetizer, your choice of main, and a really delicious dessert. And for an extra $10, you can choose to have it delivered. And our wonderful board members deliver the meals to our participants, so it makes it kind of fun. And we'll also have entertainment as well. And then we will be celebrating all 9 finalists. There's 3 categories: lifetime achievement, under 40, and the youth category. So there's 3 finalists in each of those categories. So we'll celebrate all 9 of the finalists, and then we'll announce the winners of each of those 3 categories during the evening. And then we'll also have some entertainment in amongst that. So we want this virtual event to be just like the Citizen of the Year Awards dinner that we would normally have in person. So we'll have music and entertainment and silent auction and live auction and all kinds of interactive opportunities for people to engage live, almost in person. It'll just be on a screen instead of sitting beside somebody at a table. So we're hoping that we'll have over 200 people attend that event, because our in-person events typically have about 250 people in attendance. So we're hoping that it's going to be just as exciting and just as well attended virtually as it would be in person. And then we also, I didn't share any visual with Flori for this, but I thought I would also mention that we're also doing monthly trivia nights. They're online, sort of the same platform. It'll be virtual, but also interactive and live so that people can engage with each other. These trivia nights are also fundraisers for the Community Foundation, and each month it's a different theme. This one that we just had last 2 weeks ago, I guess, was Friends, the TV show. That was the theme. And the one coming up on October 8th is food and beverage. So it's totally family friendly. Kids can join in. It takes about an hour, and there's prizes for the top 3 scoring participants, and then a couple of random prize draws as well. So everybody has an opportunity to win, and it's only $10 to play. So it's really fun, really cost effective. The whole family can play. And it's another way for us to stay connected with our community, even though we can't physically be together in a group. We want to be able to stay connected to our community and raise funds for our organization at the same time. So my presentation is short and sweet. We just want to engage with people, stay connected, and give people fun opportunities to be together.
Thank you, Brenda. And for the event, October 24th, that day has caused some problems with that election announcement yesterday. So
Yeah.
a lot of people having to kind of scramble a bit there. So
yeah.
Do you have an idea as when you might know if it's confirmed for staying on that date or when it might be changing?
Well, it's gonna be advertised in the paper on Thursday, so we better figure it out before then. We just have to have a discussion with the board and the committee to decide whether or not it would be prudent for us to change the date. So it's, as of right now, it will still be October 24th. If we change it, I would imagine it would just fall on the following weekend, a week later. It would still be on a Saturday. So still working through that, but at this point, it's slated for October 24th.
Okay. And with the purchasing tickets for the event and, registering for the trivia nights.
Yeah.
Those are all available through the website?
That's right.
Because I know I've seen the trivia nights, yeah.
Yeah, so I share the heck out of them on social media. So if you're on Instagram or Facebook, usually are inundated with information about our events. But if you're not on social media and you've somehow missed it, or if you live under a rock and I'm not hounding you, you would go to our website, mrcf.ca, and information for the trivia nights and also the Citizen of the Year event are both on the website. So that's where you'd go.
Okay, and then what if, being that you're so involved in the community and, I did my little reaction applause there when you were talking at the beginning about what you've done to help nonprofits and other, even individuals in the community. So if someone just wants to help with the Community Foundation, what can they do?
They can contact us through Facebook or Instagram through direct message. My email address is on the screen there, so it's executive@mrcf.ca. Or they can go to the website. There's a link to Canada Helps on the website. If they're interested in just donating money, they can use that link. If there's other ways that they want to get involved, maybe hosting a fundraising event for us, or if they want to volunteer in some way or get involved with service rather than donating funds, they can email me at executive@mrcf.ca. And another concept, like I said, with fundraising for the foundation, if you want to host an event, as an example, we had a lady named Jane from Sunflower Yoga and Healing Arts. She hosted outdoor yoga for about maybe 6 or 7 weeks outdoors at Formosa Farms, and all of the funds that she raised, she donated to the Community Foundation. So if people have creative fundraising ideas, I'm happy to work with them and partner with them to help get the word out if they want to help with fundraising. And the Rich Meadows Hospital Foundation just hosted a volunteer and staff appreciation night on Thursday last week, and I hosted a trivia night for them specifically for their organization with some unique questions for the hospital foundation and the hospital, and I hosted that for them, and then they donated an honorarium to the foundation in exchange. So there's ways that people can engage with the community foundation and help support us by hosting an event and making it fun at the same time with their friends or family. And we can be creative in supporting the foundation through that.
Wonderful. And that's, you know, something too that we've kind of said. I mean, you know, despite the struggles that we're facing, I think I've seen so much community support and just seeing people shine in what they can do, and the resiliency and adapting, and you know, all that support that's shining through in the community. So we thank you for all that you do, and we appreciate it. So were there any questions for Brenda? Well, we'll look at the website. We have your information. So again, as we said, this will be posted through all our media channels for anyone that wants to, you know, take a look and get the information later on. They will be there, and it will go out in our newsletter as well tomorrow.
Okay.
And we thank everyone for participating, and please take care, and we will see you again soon.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.